Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.
You're listening to the Chizme Talk Show with Jesse, Handsome Latino, Bubba, the Big Dog Morales, Sally 411 Lady, and Valley Doll. Only on LA Talk Radio.
Well, hello, mi gente from Southern California, and welcome to your Tuesday Chizme Talk Show on LA Talk Radio. How's everybody doing out there? It's that time of the week that we bring you a new and hot segment on the Chizme program on LA's hottest internet station. Whoop, whoop. Woo-hoo. I am your host, Rico Suave, Handsome Latino. And we are so happy that you tuned in to your crazy Latino program, El Chizme. And we hope that you enjoyed your weekend with this nice hot weather, summer weather that we're having. But we have so much to talk about on this Taco Tuesday, bringing you the latest chismes, events, community outreaches, music, and some shout outs. And later on the program, we're going to have our in-call guest, Karen Hooper, the executive director for the Inland Empire Ronald McDonald House. And she's going to share with us a lot of great information. And so stand by for that. She's also going to share her experiences. She's also going to share about what the house is doing and providing for families and their children who are ill. And Karen will be on with us in just a few minutes. So just stand by for that. But first, I want to introduce our wonderful, awesome Chizme team. Unfortunately, today it's only Bubba Bear, Big Dog, and myself. Valley Dog Gonzalez and Sally 411 had some prior commitments and they couldn't be with us tonight. But they send their hellos and their love, and they thank each and every one of you for their for your support to the show. And the ratings, we were just told, are outstanding. Great. Thank you so much for making us number one in just 4 weeks. Can you imagine that? 4 weeks and we're just getting started. And we were just told this afternoon when we walked into the studio, and we're so glad. We're so happy about that. And it happens because of you, and we're grateful. So at this time, I want to introduce my good friend, my co-host, Bubba Bear, Big Dog. What's up, buddy?
Whoa, what's going on? Just want to share with you guys real fast that Sally will be calling in and share her 411 with everybody. So we're going to be listening for her call in just a few minutes.
Yes, we will.
And this weekend was pretty great. I went camping with my family. I love camping. It's a great experience. Awesome. I love it. We went to Lake Casitas. We're in Ojai. And I got to say, I love that place. I just love being out there with the stars and the smell of the burning fire and the wood. And it's just,
awesome.
It's a great experience, man.
Awesome.
I just love camping and, you're having a couple of beers. The park ranger got to come and tell you to shut up. You know how we do.
We're Latinos, man. That's what we do.
You know what I mean? You're out there singing and stuff, and
right.
Embarrassing my little cousins and my nephew. Being the clown that I am. And it was great. And hope we're gonna go be camping again in a couple of weeks. We're gonna go to Silverwood. That's gonna be awesome too.
Great.
I think your sister's gonna be going, and my cousin Patrick and everybody. It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a good time.
And just last week and this week we had a great couple practices. Today we were blessed to have a couple Marines come in from the Marine Corps that reached out to a couple of coaches at coaching seminars and said they would come in and do some drills with our athletes and teach them about leadership and hard work and dedication. And I just love they did a great job with our players today. I know they treated them with much respect, which I love. That's all we're about respect, honor, and love. And these kids did a great job today. And I can't wait for the Marines to come back tomorrow. We're doing one more day with them, just for them to come out and share some of their life experiences and show our young athletes these amazing ways that the Marines teach them about grit and determination, integrity. It's just a great experience for them. And I'm glad they came out today and did that for them. I just want to thank the Marine Corps again for sending them out and for coming out again tomorrow.
It's awesome.
Um,
It's awesome.
there's just a couple more things going on. I know that we got Rosemead Rebels. Rosemead Rebels are still looking for youth players between the ages of 5 and 12. Youth athletes, and not only just football, also cheer. The Lincoln Heights Youth Organization is also accepting children also for cheer and football. The Boyle Heights Wolfpack, East LA Bulldogs, they're all accepting still for ages 5 to 12 for both cheer and football. So please contact them through their Facebook page. Rosemead Rebels, you can contact them on their Facebook page or reach them at 626-265-9980. Got to get these kids involved, get these kids active, keep them into sports or probably carry them into high school and keep them active.
It's great.
And just a couple other things they got. I saw on Facebook, which interests me, so I thought maybe you guys want to hear about it. July 25th, between 6 and 9, Soto Band will be playing at the Dean L. Chevelli School in El Monte, right across from the City Hall. That's pretty awesome. But this weekend was what I got a little excited for. Saturday, July 6th, Tierra will be playing at the Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet.
Nice.
That is always a good time. I love the Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet. Go out there, buy a couple things, have a couple micheladas, some Coronas, some Modelo,
Hey, and you can't beat the price, man. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
$1.50 to go in and watch the concert, right?
Enjoy the concert all day. Buy some parts for your car.
That's right.
Get a new alarm, some rugs, whatever you need.
That's
Got
awesome.
everything.
It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And we're also, I forgot to mention, we're on Facebook Live again. LA Talk Radio is taking care of us, and they're being so nice to us, and then, giving us this opportunity for you to see us and what we're doing and so forth. So I want to thank them, and it's a great opportunity for you to see us and view us, and see what we look like. So that's awesome. So it's 2 weeks.
No excuses. YouTube, Facebook, LA Talk Radio. There's an app for LA Talk Radio. No excuses.
There is. Yes.
You gotta be here. We're here. You're here.
Every week, every Tuesday, every Taco Tuesday. We're here. They can't forget us, right? I mean, it's that Taco Tuesday thing.
Yep.
So thank you for sharing that, Bub. I really appreciate that. A lot of good things are happening. Like always, each summer. I mean, people are on vacation and doing things, and these cities, man, these communities are doing these free concerts out there, and for us to go out there and enjoy, and every weekend, sometimes on Fridays, Saturdays, but they're doing something for their community, and for us to go out there and support them, and that's a very good cause. And I had a nice weekend as well. I just wanted to share a little bit of things what I did. I went out to the community actually, and I passed out some of my marketing business cards, and people were very receptive of our show, and they're very happy, and they say, hey, man, go out there and do it for us. You go out there, for Latinos, out here doing this, and what a dream come true. So this week and then last week, I was out in the community and just sharing about our, the days and times and where we're on and so forth. And I told them I was Handsome Latino. Told them that, we have Big Bubba Bear, Sally 411, and, Valley Dog Gonzalez. I told them they're a bunch of chismosos, and they just laughed, and I said, I'm the cool one of the party here. So I got to keep a straight face, but I can't because these guys are so funny. So tune in. And I think, I went to like maybe 20 businesses, and they really, really loved that we're out here, and letting them know that we're on LA Talk Radio. And also, I wanted to give a shout out to my niece's dad, Stephanie Contreras. This week on his birthday, actually, he had a heart attack. And so we were out there at USC Medical Hospital there on Marengo, and we went to go visit. I went to go visit him. My family did too. And I want to wish him, my compadre, he's actually my compa, Peter Contreras there, get well, compa, and thank God they cut it on time, and
Oh, yeah.
that's a good thing. And the doctors are checking up on you every half hour, I think every hour, to make sure that everything's good. And I think you're going to, if everything's good, I believe you're going to be released this week. So hopefully by Thursday, you should be heading home. So compa Pedro Contreras, and we love you, and get well.
Oh, yeah. And I'm just glad he did. He listened to his body. He wasn't feeling good. And he was able to get in there.
That's right.
And they caught it before it got worse. That's a great thing.
It's a great thing.
You guys got to listen to your body.
and he was sharing with me what happened, and he said, man, they called 911, they got him, transported him, and they caught it on time, and that was a good thing. So and I'm relieved too, and so are the girls, and so is our family. So, compa, a big shout out to you tonight. There in your recovery trip, you're still, excuse me, you're still in the ICU room. So hopefully you'll get to go home in a couple days. And then I wanted to give a shout out to our new listener, Bubba, out in Houston, Texas. We have Marisa
H-Town.
Ramos, who's listening from Houston, Texas. Blessings, my dear friend, and thank you. Please spread the word. Please share the love with us so that we can continue doing what we're doing. And so we care about you and we love you. I know you were in 2 years ago. She was I actually interviewed her. She was part of the that hurricane that hit in her city.
Oh, man.
And it was devastating. So that's how I met Marisa Ramos. Very young, very nice young lady who was came on to our show and talked to us about her experience, about what happened with this awful tornado that hit there. But I think they're recovering now. So Marisa Ramos, thank you so much, and big shout out to you and to your city there of Houston, and thank you for listening, and thank you for spreading the word and the love. Okay, so that's really, really important. So gracias de todo corazón. I'm part of the Chizme team, Bubba, Sally, Tina, and myself. Thank you so much, Marisa. We love you very much, and we just care about what we do in our community. So thank you, Texas,
awesome.
Houston, Texas. Thank you. A new city listening to us. There we go. We
appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I got 2 birthday shout outs yesterday.
Yes.
It was my cousin,
Absolutely.
G Moreno. I love you, cuz. This is one of my favorite cousins. I love you. And, hopefully we'll get together this weekend, do something. And today was my friend Kenya Ruiz's birthday, Kenya Grande. I've known her since kindergarten.
Right.
It's hard to say. Some people don't have friends like that. And I've known her since kindergarten. We've been friends ever since. And
Right.
a lifelong friendship. Her and her husband, Charlie, I've known him since T-ball.
Right.
It's just, they're more like family to me, and I love them. Happy birthday to both you guys. I love you guys very much.
That's awesome. And later on, I'll pose a question, that I wrote down. I was looking at this video, this crazy video, and it said, would you do it? And what it is you have a dinner, this crate picks you up, 21 of your friends, you sit down in a chair, they strap you down, and this crate lifts you up 250 feet. Check this out, Bubba. 250 feet up in the air, and your feet are just dangling, and you have a celebrity chef who's taking care of you. They actually have drinks up there, okay? Check this out. They have drinks, and I think it lasts for 2 hours, I think. And the cost, check this out, the cost for the dinner per person is almost $280, almost $300 to get up on that crate. So would you do it? Is that something that you would be brave enough to do and see the scenery up in 250 feet where this crane is actually moving you from left to right so that you can see the scenery from where you're at? And I believe that this company is all over the world now, and they're doing this for people that want to experience this. They have a couple of celebrity chefs who are there. They actually have a stove, a big stove, and one of those those big stoves that you have. Exactly.
The Teflon ones, those big Teflon stoves.
Exactly, yes.
That's
and so
crazy.
Yep, it is crazy. And it's just amazing that you can see that you can
I don't think I'll be able to do that.
No?
That's crazy. All right. I think that might be I think we got a caller in there. I believe that might be Sally calling in already.
I think so.
Hopefully. Let's see if that's her.
That is.
Oh, hello, Sally.
Sally, how are you? Hold on for 1 second, honey. Okay, thank you for calling in. And then also, I wanted I just wanted to share really quick. If you're interested, LA Fitness in Baldwin Park in West Covina hooked it up with me this weekend, and they gave me a bunch of 7-day passes. So if you're interested, you may go there and just speak to the manager, tell them that you heard it through a handsome Latino here at LA Talk Radio on the Chizme Show, and they're going to hook you up. They're going to give you some passes. So if you want to take the familia, go ahead and take them and take advantage of these 7-day passes that LA Fitness, which is a really nice one in Baldwin Park that just opened about a year ago. And the one in West Covina, right there, I think it's off of Barranca. Emma and I think Austin, they hooked it up for me. So they give me a bunch of passes. So if you guys are interested, you can walk in there, ask for the general manager, and tell them that Handsome Latino from LA Talk Radio told you about this, and they know already. So we have some. They have a commitment with this now, so they're going to give out a bunch of passes to you and your family. So head on down there if you like those 7-day passes. They're free. There's no commitment. Check it out. The one in Baldwin Park has a really nice pool and really indoor pool, and it's really nice. So that's cool. So take advantage of the classes. Take advantage of the personal trainers there that are going to help you, get in shape if that's what you want. And just tell them that
you should join them, Jesse.
I just join them.
I need to join
if they
them.
go, yes, I will be there just to represent LA Talk Radio, the Chizme Show. So very happy that you're online, my dear friend. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just sorry that I wasn't able to make it down there.
Right.
Familia.
Amelia,
Oh,
yes.
So, but
What's
but
going
everything's
on?
good.
Yeah, everything's good, huh? So
you
what?
guys sound good. You guys
thank
do
you.
sound good. It's kind of different to be on the other end, but Bubba, I will take care of you later because you know what you did. You know what you did.
Hey, we need Valley Doll and Sally 411 here in the studio with us. There's
It
two.
sounds quiet over there.
There's
I guess
two
we're the
empty
loudmouths,
chairs,
huh?
and
I
Sally.
didn't want to say nothing, but
Sally's always always putting those weird little
Whatever.
the little gadgets with the cat sound and all that.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of miss that. And Valley Dog Gonzalez, we miss you. We love you. So it's like two empty chairs here. It's just me and Bubba, and but we'll get through this, and we'll have some fun tonight. So, all right, Sally, my dear 411 lady, what's going down?
Well, tonight y'all already know that Cold Duck is at the Elma Hoffman Park, and they're already performing. I saw Adrian Rodriguez live on Facebook
Nice.
showing the performance there. So it's in Montclair, and it's the Elma Hoffman, and it started at 7, so it probably will run through about 9 o'clock. And then tomorrow, July 3rd at Duarte Sports Park, Soto will be heading there from 6 to 9:30. And then on the 4th, again at Bruce's Lounge, Soto will be doing a poodle party, 4th of July, woo woo,
Wow, yes.
and then unfortunately, Impulse Band is off this weekend. So, but after this weekend, forget it. If anybody wants to join the Impulse Band anywhere, you could just follow us on Facebook or check out our website at www.theimpulseband.webs.com. That's www.theimpulseband.webs.com, and just check out our calendar of events. And we're going to be really, really busy these next few months.
Pretty awesome.
And also on 4th of July, the city of Whittier is going to have fireworks there too, at Yorkfield between 5 and 9, and they're located at 9110 Santa Fe Springs Road. I believe it's $5 per adult, and children are free. Cold Duck will be performing. Also, on the 4th of July at Irwindale Park, there's going to be fireworks, and music's going to be from 6 to 9 with the one and only Sangria. They're getting back on the map, and so we've got Renee. She called in our first day. Renee Perez. She goes by Red. And she's an awesome singer, so she'll be out there performing with Sangria. She's their lead singer. And then on the 5th of July, Friday night, LA Blues going to be at Katie Jake's. And like Mr. Bubba said, July the 6th on Saturday at the Santa Fe Springs Swap Meet. Yeah, go ahead, laugh. Just laugh. Go ahead. I know where you live.
He's loud.
I do know where you live.
Everybody wants to hear about Tierra,
Anyway.
that's why.
I know his zip code too, so if you hear, I'll give it to you.
And then Tierra is going to be performing between 12 and 2, and then LRS Exposure from 4 to 6. So I probably will pop in there on Saturday afternoon to go check out and give my support to both Tierra and LRS.
LRF
Larry
exposure?
Salz.
What?
Yeah, Larry's a really good friend of mine.
I knows them.
They all are. They're all good friends of mine. I have a lot of respect for the guys that have to work the board for all the bands and stuff, because sometimes bands can be, a little bit bratty, and I can't hear myself, and it's too loud, or it's not loud enough, and
Hey, Sally, the Tierra, how many original guys are still there with the group? Do you know?
for the most part, we should have Rudy Salas call in one day so we could ask him these questions. I'll give him a call, or his wife, Joanna Salas, his beautiful wife.
Nice.
I'll have them give us a call one day, or even maybe possibly set up an interview, because God, Tierra is just legendary. They're legendary.
And they have their own original songs, right? Correct? Yes? Tierra?
Yeah,
Some?
They do.
Oh, okay. Because I was
do.
thinking of
They
getting
have
them
a
over
lot
at
of-
Pasadena Media.
They're amazing.
Yeah, they are amazing. They are amazing. And so what else is going on, my dear friend?
And then let's see here. Have y'all heard of that young lady, Trish Toledo?
Negative.
No.
Yes, we have. Yeah. Woo!
Oh yeah, we have. Who is she?
Who is she?
Well, on
Yeah.
Saturday, July 6th, she's going to be performing a concert at MacArthur Park. And I guess they've done a lot of renovating there between 7 and 10 o'clock. And they're MacArthur Park at it's a stage. I forgot the name of the stage. Please forgive me. Actually, it's called Levitt Pavilion. And they're going to be there. It's on 6th and Park View Street in Los Angeles. It's right in the heart of, it's like off Alvarado too. So
Mhm. Yeah, it is.
I guess
Yeah.
they've done a lot of
Yeah.
cleanup out there.
Yeah,
And
it
then
is. Yeah.
on also
I got my first
in
ID there.
Highland out there in the Inland Valley, I guess out by you, Jesse.
Uh-huh.
There's a church, Emmanuel Baptist Church. They're gonna be having a big fireworks show too, from 6 to 9:30. So I got that. I read that. I believe it was Monaby that shared that information. But there's also going to be a big Ray Carrion event on Friday, July 5th at Stevens Steakhouse. Ray with his Latin All Stars and all that jazz. They always have good jams there. So, there's always something to do in this beautiful city of Los Angeles, the city of angels. And one more, there's a D3 playing in Rancho Cucamonga from 8 to 11 at the Etowanda Roadhouse. So you guys head out over there. But there's one of my favorite cities, although it's not in Los Angeles. It's a little bit closer to San Diego. It's the city of Encinitas at Moonlight State Beach.
Mhm.
Cold Duck's going to be performing there
Yep.
on Sunday the 7th between 3 and 5. So there's a lot of things happening, but always remember to be safe. Don't drink and drive. There's so many things that you can do just to be on the safe. It's a lot cheaper than a DUI. So, there's Lyft, Uber, there's taxis, there's the bus, there's your thumb. But just be safe. Be safe rather than to be sorry. And that's I think I covered a lot of stuff. But everybody just be cool and
Yep.
be with your family. Have a good time. My poor dog, she's just been going crazy with all the fireworks that they're testing.
Yep.
She's not handling. I got to
yeah.
get her some Xanax or something
Yeah.
for dogs.
Xanax for dogs.
Xanax for dogs. So.
They have those
Pobrecita,
those
she's
what are they
she's
like?
not handling it.
Like vests they give them for that, like kind of like compression vests or something. They put them on them.
Yeah, I heard
They have to
about
calm
that.
them
I heard
down.
about those
Or
vests.
collars,
Yeah.
sprays, all kinds of. They're trying to.
So
to
that
do it,
helps
but
them with the anxiety?
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
try and see
Yeah.
what works,
Yeah.
because different dogs react to different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a pit bull, and she thinks she's a little chihuahua. But she's a monster.
Around the
but
fireworks.
She's beautiful.
That's awesome.
I call her name is Beautiful, actually.
Oh, is
Her
it?
name
Oh,
is Beautiful.
wow. Beautiful.
She got that Marilyn Monroe mole.
Ora, really? Where?
Yeah. Yeah, but
Wow.
how are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Good.
Doing
good.
awesome.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Sound like Wendy Williams, huh?
We're doing
How you
good.
doing?
We're doing awesome. We miss you guys here. We are looking at these chairs and stuff, and they're empty, man. We need both of you guys, ladies
There you
here. Yeah. See, he put something there. He put a backpack there
Yeah.
just to put something on there. But yeah,
Yeah,
you're
well, I want to. I know that Tina is out too. She's handling some personal
yes,
business
yes,
too. So
yes.
we love you, Tina. Miss you too. I miss
Keep
you
her in
guys
prayers.
too.
Keep her in our
Handle it,
prayers.
Tina. Handle it.
Also, what was that?
And I said, Tina, handle it, Tina.
Yep. We love
Handle
you.
it,
We
girl.
love you,
You
Tina.
know
We
it,
love
you
you.
know it.
We love you.
But just like all the Pop Warner teams too, Bubba, there's also in Sylmar the Golden Bears. I'm sure they're rounding up their teams too.
Glendale
Isn't
Bears.
it like Hell Week next month?
It's
Or
getting
Hell
close
Month?
to it right now, where they're starting to get these kids in early right now. They got to get to their weigh-ins, their early weigh-ins, their applications. That's why they got to hurry up and get these kids signed up wherever they're at. I know
Yeah,
there's
and the
Thunderbirds.
cheerleaders too. God, I remember all that
Oh yeah.
when my boys were in the Golden Bears for Sylmar, and then you got San Fernando. They have their Pop Warner teams too, and
The Montebello
so
Extreme.
there's a
There's a
lot
lot of
happening.
them everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Some
What's
of them.
happening with the Dodgers, Bubba?
I don't even. I listen to the Dodgers. I'm an Angels fan, so when it comes to the Dodgers, I'm
Well,
just
what's
like,
happening with the Angels?
I don't know. That poor guy passed away.
Better go
I
on
feel
my
bad about
territory.
that
I'm gonna
guy.
go on your territory.
I feel bad about that player. I don't know. They're
No,
still
we're-
trying to investigate what happened.
We're
in his
talking about
death.
the pitcher who passed
Yeah,
away.
Yeah, that
Jags.
one. There's
Yeah.
one player that passed away,
A
right?
pitcher. He's a young pitcher too,
Young.
and they expected him to be in the program for a long time. I
Yeah.
remember they signed him to a 6-year contract, I believe.
So,
You
Uh-huh.
know, that's just sad. They found him that way, and
yeah.
you know, they already ruled out foul play, so it's
Yeah, I
just
read that.
natural causes.
Yeah.
It's just a shame. You know, he's a young man with a young family.
Yeah. So
Prayers go out to him and his family. Hopefully,
and the prayers go out to the Angels organization as well. And they lost
Yeah.
another young
Yeah.
prospect, young pitcher, a future pitcher. I mean, wow, amazing,
Yeah.
And
amazing.
about the
Oh,
Lakers,
you guys,
you hear about the
before I
Lakers.
forget,
Okay,
I'm
go
sorry,
on,
what's
go on.
Before
that?
I forget,
Mhm.
hello.
Yes.
Go on.
Before I forget, I forgot to mention tomorrow night, Wednesday, July 3rd, at San Manuel Casino, the Champagne Band will be
Oh, Maria,
featured there
yeah.
on between downbeats at 8:30, and they'll be playing through 12:30. So all y'all should head out there and support Anthony and Maria
And Maria.
and the Champagne Band.
Great, great.
Keep them in prayer. Maria's going to be going through some surgery pretty soon, and they've had a really, really rough year. And I just think that, just last week, Maria lost another member to their family, which was Dominic. And, it's so sad when so many people of our generation are going. I went to a service for one of my dearest friends on Friday, Mario Castillo. She was only 57. She was barely going to be 58 in September, and she passed away to breast cancer. So,
Wow.
it just kills me. It was such a beautiful service, though. I knew this girl since junior high, and she was a warrior.
Wow.
So keep her family in prayer, and keep Maria. There's so many people just suffering from this horrific disease. So
Yeah,
we
it's
just,
funny you say that because I was there
life is short.
Yeah.
Life is real short.
Saturday. I forgot to
So-
mention this on my introduction, but on my shout outs, I was there at my good friend Patrick Lander's funeral services on Saturday. And yeah, I got to see Gloria, his wife, his widow. I haven't seen her in 40 years, but Patrick and Gloria and everybody else that went to school with us at Franklin High School. We saw each other after 47. Well, after 40
Yeah,
years of not seeing each other. It's a beautiful service. Yeah, again,
Yeah, I
you
saw a lot of friends too.
you mentioned
a lot of friends, and
passing
they all
away
look good. And
young. He was
speaking
only
of
57.
of
57 years old.
Yeah.
56.
Speaking of the name Patrick, also on Sunday at the VFW in City of Industry on Gale, there's going to be a memorial, a remembrance of. I don't know if you guys ever heard. Maybe you have, Jesse, the Pistoleros.
Pistolero sounds familiar, but
So
no.
it was a band. Well, they were pretty famous. A lot of corridos and Tex-Mex
okay.
music.
Okay.
Well, the
Okay.
founder, Patrick, he passed away last year, so they're having a memorial for him on 30 a year. on Sunday, and Chico is going to be performing there. So I'm not sure if anybody. I don't know if you'll be able to buy at the door, but I know they're $15 a person. It includes food or 2 for 25. So I'm gonna be there on Sunday for
Be
sure.
there Sunday, yeah.
Love Chico.
I don't know if you heard this, but our ratings are really good. Our ratings for the show for the first month are excellent. They're awesome. We want to thank our audience for that, and thank you so much. I mean, without them, we wouldn't have this. And Roman came in and had told us about it, and said, "Hey, you're a brand new show, and you're like getting all these good ratings." And so I'm like, "Wow." We got 1,500 at one time.
We got to give all the glory to God.
Yes, we do.
And we have to give all the glory to the audience because,
yes, we do.
You know, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be where we're at. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
You know,
Really,
got a lot of love for everyone.
Appreciate all the love, everybody.
We've been here a month. Today's actually the month. 4 weeks. Been here a month, and we were told that we were the #1 show with the ratings in such a short time. So that tells you something about our audience and what we're doing, what we're trying to do. So you're with us, Sally, Tina, Bubba Bear, and yours truly,
the big dog.
The big dog. We're gonna get more stuff going out there, and we're gonna get together, and we're gonna bring a lot of good programs to you and a lot of great information.
Yeah, a lot of great topics.
A lot of great topics as well. I know you have one, but we'll talk about that later, Sally. You have a great one that you want to share. I know it's in your heart. We talked about it. We discussed it. I love it. I like it. And you get it ready, young lady. And when you're ready, you're going to share with the whole world. Seriously. It's a great.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to be great. Yep, it's going to be great.
Because it's something that it's just eating me up. And I'm not even going to mention it because I'll go on and on and on and on and on and on. So anyway, you guys have a great night.
Thank you, Sally.
Keep doing what you're doing. God bless you guys. And I will still listen in. Okay.
Thank you, Sally.
Awesome.
Have a great night.
All right, Sally,
all right.
everyone.
You guys drive carefully.
Bless you.
Okay?
Take care.
Right.
God bless.
Bye.
Okay. Love you. God
Bye-bye.
bless. Bye.
Okay, now we need to get along a little further in our segment and try and get a hold of Karen Hooper here from the Inland Empire, Executive Director of the Ronald McDonald House Charities. So we're going to be trying to give her a call right now, and we're going to see if we get a hold of her. She's going to be sharing with you, like you said right now, some of her experiences there with the charity, what the charity provides, what kind of services they could help you with, how you can get a hold of these services, and so on and so forth for these families that, really need the help. When you have a sick child, you just want to focus everything on them. So it just makes it a lot harder when life continues to move all the way around you when you're trying to shut everything down and focus on your young child. So
hello, Karen.
Right now we're going to try and get a hold of Karen if we can.
Karen?
Karen, are you on the line?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yes,
We were able
yes,
to reach
yes.
Karen in the first try.
We
Awesome.
were finding you there where you called us. I had to go 10 phone numbers down to finally find you. Karen, I had the honor and the pleasure of meeting her there at the Inland Empire Ronald McDonald House a couple months ago. And she let me in with my cameras, and we filmed there, and she gave me a tour of this beautiful place that's in the Inland Empire there. And what a great thing. Karen Hooper is the executive director of the Inland Empire. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Ronald McDonald, is that just house? House, correct? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, got it right.
Correct.
Yes. And Karen will be sharing some of her experiences. I know she's been there for quite some time, and she's going to also be sharing with us what the charity home provides for families and their children who are ill. So, Karen, welcome to the show, to the Chizme. I know when we talked, when we met, when I was there at your office, you said, "What is Chizme?" And I said, "Gossips." Oh, okay, great, awesome.
And information.
And information. So, welcome, Karen. How are you?
Thank you, Karen. Yay!
Hey!
Thank you, Jesse. It's a pleasure to be here, to be able to share about our wonderful charity and what we do for families.
Yes.
And I think I'll just start by sharing a little bit about my background and then about the charity.
Okay.
And answer any questions that you think the audience might have.
Okay.
Great.
I have been with Ronald McDonald House Charities in Southern California for 13 years. And it actually started back in 1998 when our family was involved in fundraising for the house because it had just been newly established. So the Inland Empire Ronald McDonald House started in 1996. And at the time, I had 4 children, 3 girls and a boy, and my son Kevin had congenital heart defects.
Correct.
And so we had to spend a lot of time in and out of hospitals, and he wound up at the age of 3 having his first heart transplant there at Loma Linda Children's Hospital, and a second one at the age of 9. So over those years, we had stayed connected with the Ronald McDonald House. We had moved to the area, so we didn't necessarily have to utilize it. But unfortunately, my son passed away in his freshman year of high school, which left a huge void. And I thought I needed to do something in honor of him and his memory. And so I went back to the Ronald McDonald House and said, I don't know why I'm here, but put me to work. And I volunteered for about 2 years until a position became available, and I got hired, and I've been there ever since.
Wow.
And I am now the executive director of the Inland Empire Ronald McDonald House.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome.
And our family still stays very involved. So my kids have grown up around the Ronald McDonald House. But let me tell you a little bit about what we do. So the Ronald McDonald House Charities, of course, is a global organization. And there are now over 368 houses worldwide in over 44 countries and regions. The very first house started back in Philadelphia back in 1974, and it was the collaboration of a lot of people, the head of oncology at Philadelphia Children's, a football player by the name of Fred Hill, a local McDonald owner-operator, and, of course, the Philadelphia Eagles, and probably many more that I'm not naming. And that very first house was started and initiated, and since then, as I said, has grown to over 368 worldwide. So we are part of that large organization, and we are Ronald McDonald House Charities of Southern California. So of the houses in Southern California, 6 of them and the Ronald McDonald Camp for Good Times fall under our chapter. And so we are one of the 6 houses, and we're located in the Inland Empire, right adjacent to Loma Linda Children's Hospital. So they are our partnering hospital, and that's the families that we serve. And when I say the families that we serve, to your point, Jesse, it is families that have critically ill children that live in Southern California, primarily for us in the Inland Empire, whose child is critical and is either born there at Loma Linda Children's or they're transported there because their local community hospital is not able to give them the vital necessary care that they need. And so they're either ambulanced up or life flighted in. And there's usually several things on a parent's mind. One, what is happening with my child? When they get to the hospital and they find out, usually the second thing is, oh my, how am I going to be able to stay near my child and manage this? And usually the third one is, how am I going to afford it? Where am I going to stay? Right away they think by bedside, they think waiting room, they think car. And in our case, the families get the wonderful news from typically their social worker or bedside nurse that, you know what, don't worry. We have a Ronald McDonald House right across the street that you are going to be able to stay at.
That's awesome.
And what does that mean? That means that when they come to our home and they get referred by the social worker, they're given their own private guest room, their own private restroom, and then they share all the common areas like a regular home. We just happen to be 46,000 square feet of home, and we have 54 guest rooms. So we can serve up to 54 families nightly. And believe it or not, right now we're running near capacity.
Karen, the Rico family was there with you. over the weekend. Alonso and Angelica Rico.
Mm.
Is that familiar? They were
What?
there over the weekend. They stayed there.
There's so many families that come and go so quickly. Unfortunately, I don't personally get to meet every one of them.
Right.
But I know that the ones that are there, everyone is so grateful for what's provided for them.
Correct.
We had a family that just actually recently spoke at one of our meetings, and their son was in a horrific car accident, and they had no idea how they were going to manage it. Mom quit work because that's what moms do. They want to be by their child day in and day out.
Yep.
And when she came over to the Ronald McDonald House, she was just in awe of what is provided. And when I say, you share all the rest of the home like a regular home like yours and mine, except it's just so much larger. They have their own private living room. They have a dining space. They have full kitchen area. We have 5 kitchen stations that they can go in and cook. Our families, we actually engage community partners. So whether it's the Elks or the Kiwanis or the Lioness or a local company such as, for us, we have World and Puppet Engineering, we have Lazy Boy. We have so many that engage in the Ronald McDonald House that want to come and provide a home-cooked meal for the families.
Oh,
So
awesome.
they'll come in and prepare a taco bar, or I know, was it last night, I believe, we had a group come in and did a full turkey dinner. So they had Thanksgiving dinner in July.
That's amazing, and I bet that's good for those families to understand that, especially in that kind of situation, you feel like you're by yourself, like you're the only one. Like, why does this happen to me? And you see these other families going through it, and you can lean on each other and know that, they're going through the same thing, and you guys see each other going through it. I'm pretty sure that's more therapeutic than feeling you're all alone.
Yeah, when I was there with their, filming, there was a family in the kitchen we spoke to, and they were kind enough to speak to us on camera. And oh gosh, I left there with tears in my eyes, Karen, to be totally honest with you, after we said our goodbyes. And that Serenity Room. Talk to us about that Serenity Room. Oh my gosh, that is such a wonderful room. Share with the audience what that is.
So one of the rooms that we have in the house is our Serenity Room, our sanctuary, because you can only imagine you have a critically ill child anywhere from newborn up to 21 years of age, and you are just in a whirlwind of emotions, and you just need some quiet time, quiet space. And this room is so lovely. You just feel it the moment you walk through the doors, that there's just a calming sense in that room.
There is.
And many times we do have families that come that are still reeling over the news that they just heard. And it's hard to take them through our process of checking into the Ronald McDonald House when their emotions are still so high. So our guest service associates take them to this Serenity Room, our sanctuary, and they sit and they're just able to relax and decompress and process just a little bit more before we get them checked into the Ronald McDonald House. And then, unfortunately, there's those times where they want to call in a local chaplain. They want to have their family together to be able to talk about what's happening. And this room is a great area to do that and be able to come together as a family to talk about what's happening.
Karen, if our audience that are listening, if they want more information about the house, the Ronald McDonald House, how can they get in touch with you? Is there a website that you can give to our audience?
There is. And, because you have a broad audience, I'm going to give you our chapter website. And I would encourage everybody that's interested in finding out ways that they can get involved to go to our chapter website, and then they can click on any house that's near them. We have 6 houses in the area in Southern California under our chapter. So it's R as in Ronald, M as in McDonald, H as in house, C as in Charlie, S as in Sam, C as in Charlie.org. So RMHCSC.org. And then all 6 of the houses will pop up, and even our Camp Ronald McDonald for Good Times. So there's a wide range of opportunity for the community to get involved, because it's your families, it's your neighbor that may be utilizing this Ronald McDonald House that's near any one of the given children's hospitals here in Southern California.
Amazing, amazing. And I know that you're always looking for volunteers. I saw the little sign there when I was going into the children's hospital the other day. Um, how did they do that? How can they get involved if they want to volunteer? Not only there, but any of the Ronald McDonald homes.
So same thing, just go to our
Oh, okay,
website
got it.
and click on the house that's nearest you, and there's a volunteer option tab that you can click on, and you fill out an application right there, and then the volunteer manager will reach out to you to get you connected with the program. And it's everything from stocking pantries with canned goods, straightening up the refrigeration because of all of the food that's been donated to share with the families that are there.
Yes.
It may be that you're stocking the cotton balls and the Q-tips and the toothbrush and toothpaste that families forget in their haste of packing and rushing to the hospital, and we have them accessible. It may be that you need to put the liquid laundry soap and the dryer sheets in the cabinets for them in the pantries. So it's everything from A to Z, and we typically try to see what the interest is of the volunteer and get them engaged in one way or another. You can volunteer in the house. We have lots of events. You can volunteer at events, but we could not do what we do every single day without the community involvement. So if I've struck a chord with you and you're interested in finding out more and volunteering, please go to rmhcsc.org and look more into the Ronald McDonald houses in your area.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Great information, Karen. Thank you so much for your time. I know you had a long day at work, and then coming home and getting us.
Well, it is my pleasure.
Oh,
the
gosh.
rodeo of getting you to call
She
in
is-
here, us getting a hold of you.
Karen is so cool. She is so nice. I mean, the day that I met her, we just hit it off, and we had this big, nice rapport in this hour and a half of the interview that we had there at that Ronald McDonald place. What a nice place, a beautiful playground for the kids to play. And wow. Well, you gave us a lot of good information, a lot of hope, and hopefully our audience can capture this. If not, I'll give them the website where they can go again. Any last words, Karen, before we...
Karen, if also like donations and stuff,
Donations.
we would get a hold of them through the website about donating or anything?
Absolutely,
Yes.
because,
Okay.
one of the things that's a challenge for us is, we are a nonprofit and we have to fundraise year in and year out. And while we have many great supporters, including our mission partner, McDonald's owner-operators, we still have a large amount to fundraise. And again, it takes a village, and it's everything from $1 up to however much you can afford. Every little bit helps to support keeping these doors open for the families. I think if there's anything else that I would share is I appreciate this opportunity to kind of get the interest out there of the community wanting to know more about Ronald McDonald houses and what we do, because you never know when you might be that individual sitting next to a distraught mom or dad, and you may be the key to say, have you checked to see if they have a Ronald McDonald house nearby? Because that alleviates so much stress from a family, knowing that their living accommodations and more, we're more than a house, we have so much more, is taken care of while they're focusing on their child's recovery.
Yeah, it's a whole support system. That's awesome.
That's great. Karen, thank you so much. That was such a great information that you gave us, and I'm sure that if our listeners want more information, they can go to their website and get involved or learn more about what's out there for them.
It was very informative.
It was very. Thank you so much again
inspirational
for
too.
your
Very inspiring.
Oh,
for
You
your
are so
kindness
welcome.
and your time and everything you spoke tonight was such a blessing, and I'm sure that our audience appreciate it. And thank you again, Karen, for saying yes to this invitation when I met with you in your office. And may that house continue to grow, and the community and everything else that you are involved with. Keep up the good work, Karen. We congratulate you as part of our team here. We say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. You guys have a great evening.
You too, Karen.
Thank you, Karen. We'll talk soon.
Bye, Karen. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Wow. I'm lost for words there.
That's just a great thing they do, man. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing they do. We'd like to open up the lines now for any callers who want to call in, share some of their weekend stories, share some of their maybe charities they have also going on, or ways that they give back to the community, some upcoming community events. Please feel free to call in.
Yeah, please
Just
do.
shout out, maybe a birthday shout out. Go ahead and call in.
Yes.
We'll be taking those. But
We
yeah,
have-
that's
That's
wow.
awesome. Yeah.
What she
does
is inspiring.
inspiring,
That's
and
great
it's
work.
great work. She's always busy, and she's always
Yeah.
going to meetings. In fact, when I was there, she was going up to the San Manuel,
Sure.
so up the upper desert
Yeah.
for some event, and they were doing some type of charity breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, a lot of charities come in, a lot of companies come and donate, and they are awesome and they're great. And we just appreciate the work that she's doing there in all the Ronald McDonald homes. I mean, bless their heart. I mean, they take in they take in these precious families that don't have nowhere to go, and it just relieves a lot of stress from them of where they're gonna go.
Yeah, because
You know?
being in the hospital, like I've been in the hospital a few times, and
Yes.
knowing if I had to be there with my child and
Yes.
all that time of in the hospital is just it just feels uneasy. But
Yes.
being in a more house environment, I'm pretty sure it feels a lot better.
Yeah, we have a caller. Good evening. You're on the Chisme Show with Handsome Latino and Bubba Bear. How can we help you?
The big dog.
It's me again. It's Sally.
Oh.
I just wanted to tell you that lady Karen Hooper, she just did such a great segment. It was very informative, and
You're on the Chizme Show with Handsome Latino and Bubba Bear. How can we help you? The big dog.
I think
It's
she's
me
on
again,
her.
it's
It's on
Sally.
her phone. I think it's on her
just
phone.
wanted to tell you that lady Karen Hooper, she just did such a great segment.
Hello, Sally?
It was very informative.
Hello, Sally.
And
Is that your Facebook?
I'm here. I'm here.
Is that your Facebook page?
The big dog.
It's me again. It's Sally.
Oh.
I just wanted to tell you that lady Karen Hooper,
All right.
she just did such
We just had
a
the
great segment.
best and a first big radio glitch.
Yep. You
That
there,
was
Sally?
awesome.
Linda Lou, bye.
Okay.
What? What was
Bye,
that?
Sally.
Sally,
Yep. Are you there? No.
Did such a
I
great
think
segment.
I don't know.
She just
Already.
did
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. What
That
happened
was
there?
awesome.
Yep. Not sure what happened there, but
That was
we're
a
we're on live TV. so
Radio
things-
glitch.
Things do happen. Things do happen when you're live. We have no control of it. So
That
yes,
was the
yeah.
Matrix. The
that was
Matrix got us.
amazing. That was
The
amazing.
Matrix got
In
us.
these last minute, my friend, do you have any last thoughts, any last words before we? Oh wait, here's another.
Oh yeah, we
Sally,
got
hold
we
on
got
one-
a
another
lot
call.
of time.
We have another call. Yes, Sally. Hello, you're on the air. This is Handsome Latino.
Sorry, it's Sally with the 411.
Oh, hey
It's
Sally.
me again.
Hello again.
What
I
happened
don't know
there?
what happened.
What
I
happened?
think it was because I was listening to you guys on Facebook Live at the same time
Yeah, I told you.
when
Yeah.
I called in. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the lines must have crossed.
Yeah.
But Karen Hooper did a real good, a lot of information. I also put out her the
website?
website. I
Good.
put it out on the live portion of the talk show today on the comments. So I also mentioned if the listeners wanted to donate anything
Yes.
to contact them through that website. But I also wanted to do a birthday shout out to Linda Ulibarri, Jesse
Yes.
Dennis's wife.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes.
happy birthday to Linda
Happy
Lou.
birthday to Linda. Yes.
Happy birthday.
Very nice. Happy birthday, Linda.
Yes, she was also a timbalera. Good
Oh, wow.
percussionist,
Nice.
by the way.
All right.
All right, Sally, we gotta go.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Sally.
you
We
guys.
got a bit of a
Talk to you
minute
guys
left.
later.
Yep. Thank you
All
so
right.
much. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
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 Okay. Any last thoughts?
I just want to say,
Any last words?
anything we're doing is worth doing right. So
right.
get out there, do your thing, and keep this week up and inspired. Let's have a great week.
Yep. And my last words, my last thoughts. If you had a rough day or a rough week, just give it to God's hands, in God's hands, and just be thankful for your daily bread, our daily work, and our family that we have. Until then, this is Handsome Latino,
The
Big Dog, and we thank you for listening. And I hope and I pray that our program tonight was informative and something very, very educational as well. And until then, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. The Chizme team, have a good night. Until next time, until next week. May God bless you. Bye-bye now.
All right.